Greetings lads and ladettes, it's Racket here, and today we're going to be talking about Torbjorn. Yes, that stupid little garden gnome that plagues your competitive matches every time he's locked in. Now this is specifically tinkered towards the PC version, as from what I've heard Torbjorn is actually quite busted on the console, mainly because of the input sensors, mostly because of the input accuracy between the mouse and the controller. It's much easier to hit the turrets with a mouse. Getting that out of the way. Torbjorn, does he need a rework? Does his kit need to be changed? What needs to be adjusted for this guy because he is not reliable enough? Found a Reddit post named "My Idea for a Small Torbjorn Buff" by Blood Lacrima. I apologize if I mispronounce your name, mate, but YOLO, eh? So, I'm going to read the first sentence. This will basically summarize everything, and it will give you a great idea as to what I will be referencing. Okay. Torbjorn will be allowed to paint a target for his turrets to prioritize. Similar to Zenyatta's E, he can mark an enemy for his turret to focus whenever they enter the turret's line of sight. Of course, the marked enemy will also know that they are being prioritized by the turret, similar to Discord Orb. This is a ridiculously smart change. It doesn't rework his whole kit, it doesn't change his identity, it makes Torbjorn more consistent and more reliable. You look at all the heroes in the meta at the moment, Lucio is the most reliable hero in the game. Very consistent healing. He has a movement speed buff. His ult you can rely on. Reinhardt, you can rely on that shield every single time. The ultimate is very sturdy. Heroes in this game that have reliable kits are always so much better. Hanzo has been having a lot of trouble lately. McCree is just a better version, a more reliable version, a more sturdy version. It's just a matter of fact. Reliable heroes have more value than unreliable heroes. Pharah, more reliable than Junkrat. You look at the ends of the spectrum. Symmetra, she's not reliable. What happens if her turrets are taken down? You have all these different ways that these heroes can be exploited, but making a hero more consistent, making Torbjorn a zoning tool, exploiting weaknesses through a paint mechanic rather than Torbjorn being tanked by a Reinhardt shield or a Zarya shield. It's mediocre when you Molten Core and the Reinhardt just shields through it all and your ultimate is basically useless. This paint mechanic will introduce a lot of consistency with his kit. It is a really, really cool fucking idea. I mean, on Genji ults you can just paint him and it will eliminate him. Pew! It is ridiculously awesome, this idea. I cannot stress it enough. I don't play a lot of Torbjorn, but I have seen a lot of Torbjorns and it is quite obvious as to the weaknesses in his kit, his vulnerability. But this buff will make him more balanced. I'm not necessarily if it will make him a top tier hero. Whether he would actually benefit that much, I think so. Will it make him a staple pick in the meta? Probably not. This 3 tank meta is here to stay for a few patches until something changes, and Torbjorn isn't necessarily strong against tanks, but this is just a quality of life change that will make him more consistent and more reliable as a defense hero. Now, this is just my opinion. I think his E also needs to be changed. It is a really weird and non-interactive. The ability isn't very interactive. You just chuck it on the floor, someone receives armor. I understand that he's a blacksmith and you're sort of going along that theme, but maybe perhaps you can use the armor to upgrade the health further on the turret, or maybe when you chuck the armor on the turret it increases the damage by a percentage, or maybe when you chuck the armor on the turret it grants a AoE movement speed buff around the area, a heal or something, just to make the armor mechanic more interesting, because the turret is quite unreliable in terms of the health that it is granted. You have a lot of heroes that can insta-kill it. Soldier's really, really good against it. Pharah is extremely good against it. Zarya even is really good against it, so the health point on the turret could be an issue, but with the paint the target mechanic, maybe buffing that to an extent would be a bit too much, but that's just a thought that I'm laying out there, my own idea rather than leeching off blood. But yeah, tell me guys what you think. I'm linking the Reddit post down below so you guys can read it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I wish you all a happy weekend. Love you lads. More videos like this to come. Peace.